Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. So in today's video I am testing the entire range of the Let's Resin Glow in the Dark pigments. There are 12. I'm going to do each and every one and we can check them out individually. Now this is my setup. I've got all of my pigments lined up and I'm going to be creating epoxy resin skulls. Yes, I cut the mold on the right to try something, it didn't work. Don't be like me. I am using Vista Cascade for this project because Vista Turbo would cure too fast and I really need time. This kind of video, this kind of project takes a lot of time to create, so I knew I needed a resin that was gonna give me at least like a 40 to 50 minute window work time, and Vista Cascade was ideal for this. I did really well actually. It didn't even heat up by the end. So I am using a very small amount of resin in cups. Each colour gets a different cup, so the cleanup was also real. This is when I wish some of you live near me, you know, you could come and help me clean because I'm generous like that. Each colour had a different kind of texture and consistency, I have to say. Some of them were very much like a mica powder, but fourth one across, like the blues, the greens, anything with the blue and green. So the fourth one across and the one at the very end were very sandy in texture, very, very sandy. And as soon as I put the powder in, it sank straight to the bottom of the resin. Whereas the majority of them definitely have a mica powder consistency and were a lot kind of easier to mix in, and they pretty much stayed throughout the piece. But you can already see here on screen that some of those powders sank straight to the bottom, and actually it didn't have a detrimental effect because the end results are unbelievable. So now it was a case of waiting 24 hours. This is me trying to get a nice modelling hand shot for my thumbnail with the rest of the resin that I had left over, which really wasn't much at all. I ended up just doing kind of like a mixture of all of them combined in a few skulls just to use it up because I didn't want that waste. But because this resin is 24-hour cure time, I could walk away quite happily and come back the next day to demold. My biggest concern was getting them mixed up, or, you know, misplacing one and not quite working out which colour it belonged to. So I was really systematic in this video. Every step that I took, I made sure that I was able to match the skull to the colour. Yeah, that was my biggest worry. So I have cut a lot of film out of this to make it really easy and quick for you guys to follow. So here they are. So immediately after demold, we've got salmon, gold, fuchsia, blue-green, purple and sky blue. Now the blue-green and the sky blue look clear at this point. Then we've got coral, yellow-green, also looks clear, green, blue, magenta and yellow. So those kind of greens, the blue, green, sky blue, yellow, green, they look clear at this point, but we need to go into my spare room, which is the darkest room, to check them out. I've pulled the curtains closed and look at this glow. It is unbelievable. This is just with the curtains closed, but I feel like we need to go back under the covers and check this out. They are like miniature torches. Miniature beacons of light. They are unbelievable. There's definitely some that glow more intense than others. Some have really subtle glow, like the magenta, not the magenta, the fuchsia here. Love the fuchsia because I can see all of the details on that skull. But the greens, anything with a green or the yellow green or blue green, the sky blue, they're definitely way more intense. The ones that looked clear are definitely glowing the most. So like I said in the video, when the powder sank to the bottom, it didn't have a detrimental effect of the overall finish. The glow at the end was even more intense. Crazy, look at this. They were like little torches. Like I said, I was worried we wouldn't be able to see the writing. I wrote on this piece of paper, you know, really professional chart. I wrote on this paper and I thought, well, we're not going to see that when we go under the covers, but it's intense. This glow is crazy. Miniature torches lighting those up. So the coral, the yellow green, the green, the blue, I will say feels like not as bright as the rest, but like I said, anything with the yellow or the green in it were a Wow, here they are all together. It was at this point my camera just could not cope. It couldn't cope. I was underneath the duvet. It was getting hot. My camera was steaming up. I've got the winter duvet on my bed right now. So yeah, nothing. I had to stop filming at this stage because my camera just could not focus. So the duvet is back off and now we see them in the room. I love them. I have to say that yellow green and the sky blue and the blue green for me have the most intense glow. Ones where you can actually see detail for me would be the fuchsia, the magenta, even the purple. You can really see the details on the skull. I love the coral, and yeah, they've all got their own reasons for being fabulous. Do you know what I mean? Depending on what you want to use these pigments for. If you are interested in these pigments, of course, it will be linked below. Now, this one here got me tickled. You know when you think of something and you just can't get it out of your head? If anyone here watches or knows of Only Fools and Horses, the paint episode where they where they buy they're like traders, so they buy and sell, and they bought a load of this yellow paint telling everyone it's just going to brighten their life up. So they sold this paint. Does anyone remember the episode? All I'm going to say is the graveyard. That is what that particular colour reminded me of. But here is just a shot of the ones that I mixed together. Not much to look at, if I'm honest. There is a short on my YouTube channel. Go check it out because I got much better results with that one. But that yellow green is the Only Fools and Horses graveyard scene. If you haven't seen it, Google it because you can find it on YouTube. If you're in America, Australia, and you've never heard of Only Fools and Horses, check it out on YouTube. Type in Only Fools and Horses graveyard scene and you'll know what I'm laughing about. But it did tickle me, and it got to the point where, you know, when you get tickled and you can't stop laughing. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking now. And yeah, that is it. I hope you found this video really, really helpful. This is just a reference chart for anyone who is thinking about getting these colours. You can reference this video back just to see what colour you're looking for, what's going to work for the project that you're currently working on. I hope you found this really, really helpful. I know I find it really helpful when I do things like this so that I can then look back and think, what colour do I need right now? I have to tell you, the glow is intense. It's such an intense glow. I'm super impressed. All of the details will be down in the description box below alongside your 10% off at Let's Resin. Of course, that's across the site at Let's Resin. It's not just for these things here, but yeah, I hope you found it helpful. Do not forget to give me that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. If you're still here and you haven't yet hit that subscribe, please go ahead and do so. It is free and I appreciate you all very, very much. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.